Hello, fellow cheap things. Okay, so it's taken a long time for me to get here. So I was 11 years old when I saw Bowie doing Starman on Top of the Pops. And all this time later, I'm 57, hard to believe, I know. But it's taken me all this time to make it to Heddon Street, okay? And so here it is, the legendary site where Bowie stood outside as Ziggy Stardust. And the real coincidence is that it's been raining today, which you might think is a bad thing. But of course, the story is, or one of the stories, is that the Spiders wouldn't come out with David and have their photograph taken for the cover because it was raining, and that's why Bowie is the only iconic image on the cover. Would have been so different if they'd all come out and it was sunny, but they didn't. Anyway, and so this is it, legendary. Of course, the K West sign should be above it. It's not. I have actually held that sign. I know somebody who liberated it from this particular site, and it's an amazing thing to see, really. And well, it's in two parts. It was a light box. One part of it was broken and glued together again. But it's historic. It should probably be in a museum somewhere, but it's not. I think it's in someone's house. Lucky someone. But it's an amazing place to come. Now, the only problem is that at this point in time, the view would have been taken from down there. So the camera, Brian Ward, would have been down there, and, well, Bowie here with the sign above him, obviously. Now there's something being done to this restaurant, so we can't do it. And not only that, if you look around you here, you'll also see the fact that there's loads of bins. Now, this is a national treasure. It's a heritage site. Why are there bins everywhere? I'm going to start a campaign right now. So have a spin round anyway. That is it in all its glory. I use the word glory, sadly, in a slightly ironic way. But this is where the Ziggy Stardust cover was shot. Now, if you follow me round here to where Brian Ward would have been, so there's the restaurant being done up. We'll have to come back and get it another time. But if you follow me down here, London is an amazing place because I've not been here long and I've already seen somebody who looked like Graham Norton. It wasn't him, but he looked like him. But even more impressively, without a word of a lie, when I came here a few minutes ago, I just saw Mark Almond walk past, of Soft Cell and Mark Almond, and he stood outside looking at it for a short while and then scarpered. Presumably he's seen it tons of times. Anyway, I haven't. This is my first. But if you come down here, this is the famous telephone box. Now, I say that it is the famous telephone box. That's what people believe anyway. But typically, the council took the original phone box away. I'm not sure why. It's a bit like knocking the cavern down, but these things happen, don't they? And so when they realised that it was a hotspot for tourists, they put an identical one back. I think it's identical. Something about the amount of windows in it. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on phone boxes. But as you can see, it is a bit of a site of pilgrimage because there's all stuff written on there. To David Bowie, Ziggy, various things, you know. So, yeah, it's not the real one. I'm going to go in it in a minute. There's somebody doing some work there. But I'm going to go inside and just, well, replicate David. So there you go. Obviously not quite as mind-blowing as the sight of Ziggy in the phone box, but it's the best I could do. Yeah, that's taken me a while to get there, and I'm pleased I've done it. And for anybody who hasn't been here, then Cheap Things has taken you on a little trip. We're going to actually try and get some other places in today as well, if we possibly can. Because, well, Jason and I, and Mark Adams, Total Blam Blam, davidbowie.com, we're going to the BFI later on today to see a David Bowie archive exhibition and film. And so we'll keep you posted as to what we're doing throughout the day. Okie dokie, bye-bye, Cheap Things.